Hello, everybody. Well, it's Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. I had to go to the post office and drop off some packages. I wanted to get on the way before it was too late or too long that I was holding on to them. So after I finished at the post office, I had to go past the thrift store. Well, Tuesday's is senior day, and so I decided, well, let's take one last look. Starting in January, I'm on kind of a spending limitation, and so I wanted to take advantage of this before that started. And I'm glad I did because I actually found a whole shopping bag full of laces and trims and other kinds of things that are really useful to have on hand. So I did stop there and I picked up quite a few things. So I want to share those with you this morning. But first of all, in the mail this morning, I got another package. Um, and what I got was this bag of flatback pearls that I had ordered. They're all very, very tiny, and it's all different colors. Um, so I was happy to get that. Um, and of course, I can't tell you where I got it from because I don't know, it seems to be a problem. So, anyway, let's get on to what I got at the thrift store. Now, the first thing that I saw was this spool of black lace. Now, I have no idea what I'm going to be using this for. I just noticed something here. Hold on a second. Well, I guess that's just been cut off. But it has, let me see if I can get this undone here. It's just a very tiny, I would say probably lingerie type lace. And this is what it looks like. It's very pretty, very lightweight, very elegant. And I have no idea how much might be on this spool, but it looks to me like a lifetime of lace. I will be sharing this throughout the year with probably quite a few people, so be prepared. You may be getting some lace. So anyway, this spool here was a pretty good find, I think. Even though I will never in my lifetime be able to use that much of that kind of lace. Then I found this one. And this one looks like this. And it can be cut down the center and used as two different items or left the way it is. And once again, it is lifetime supply. So be watching for that also. And the last one that I found like that is this one. And it looks like this. And maybe this one will only last me half a lifetime because there's only about half as much there. More than I'll ever use, obviously. So I have that to share. And then I found 2 bags full of laces. And it was like $1.25 for this bag of lace here. And we have this very large piece of orange and yellow lace. There's quite a bit in there. A very large piece of black sheer and black satin. Very pretty. We have a piece here of green lace. And there's maybe 2 yards of that. And there's this piece, which is really very pretty. And again, probably about 2 yards. There's this piece. And it's a yard. And we have this blue piece. Green piece, actually, I guess it is. And it has wire right along here and along here. Well, that's the green piece. And it's a yard. And here's the blue piece. It's got gold on each side of the ribbon in the center, and then sheer on each side. And it's about a yard. And then this really pretty piece. And there's almost a couple of yards of that. And we have a yellow piece here that's got yellow lace in the back and then a brighter yellow satin on top of it. Very pretty. And we have a white piece here, and this is 2 layers of white lace. We have this kind of gold piece. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it's got kind of like a dark brown thread running through it. Very pretty. And then this piece of yellow satin with a white lacy covering. Some brown 1/4 inch with the little scallops on the edge. And some brown sequin ribbon. So that was in one box, or bag. And the other bag, which was this one, also $1.25. And that's not including my senior discount. That's the prices that are marked on the packages. And in here we have some red beaded or pink beaded ribbon. Very pretty. And we have a piece here of kind of burgundy trim lace with pale lavender satin across the top. These are all very pretty. I didn't really get that good of a look at the bags in the store, but it's really got some pretty stuff in it. This is elastic, and it's just a very pale pink trim. And there's several yards of that one in there. And this very pretty ribbon here. And there's a couple of yards of that. Small piece of this pink trim. About a yard of that. And then we have this burgundy lace gathered trim. A couple yards of that. And then this piece of burgundy with a pink satin ribbon across the top. Oh, very pretty. A couple yards of that. This is a red lace in the back with a red satin ribbon across the top. And we have a piece of this sequined trim in red. And a piece of the red sequined trim, just the single row. We have some black velvet. And some black gathered lace with the black satin on the top. And this is another red sequin trim with a little bit of silver on each side of it. A piece of orange sheer with the orange satin across the top. Some pink pom-pom trim. And some red pom-pom trim. Or is that orange? I think it's orange. A piece of this pink wired ribbon. And there looks to be maybe a couple of yards in there. And then this piece of trim. On each one of these little circles, there is a rose, and then it just has the little gold pearl or little stud in between each one. And there's a fairly good amount of this. Oh, it's in several pieces, so there's several pieces of that. So that was in the second bag. Then I found this pink burlap, which I had a project in mind when I saw it, and actually don't need near as much as what's in these 3 rolls here, but anyway, I was glad to see it because it's going to come in very handy for the project I have in mind. It is about 5 inches wide. So like I said, I got 3 rolls of that. And then there was this roll. This was 75 cents. And we have the yellow trim. And then we have the green trim, and the green was the one that I thought was so pretty. So we have the green trim like this. And there's a lot more green on this than there is the yellow, but it's a fair amount of each. Then I found this little curtain piece, and I just thought it would make a pretty background on a book or something, and then it's got all this really nice gathered at the bottom. So I grabbed that. I think that was 75 cents. And then I found this lavender, looks like a bandana, but it's very sheer and very pretty with all the flowers. It's got a little hole in it down here, but can work around that. And then I found this package of adhesive tapes, and foil. Now, to me, it looks like it is the red line tape in several different widths. This one is the full width, and then this one has got a piece that's about, you know, a quarter of an inch, and then a piece that's smaller. Yeah, the small one's about a quarter of an inch, the larger one's about a half an inch. And then it does have this little dauber in there also. Now, I'm not sure what they mean by adhesive tapes and foil, unless part of this package has been removed, which is possible. It does have a video that I can go to and see how to use it. It says, make your own foil tape. Create a design by sticking tape onto your project. Remove top layer of tape to expose the other sticky side. With the colored side facing up, firmly press foil sheet onto tape. Repeat until foil is completely covering the tape. Oh, okay. Well, that seems simple enough. And then I found this file folder. Now, this pink piece wasn't on there. I put that on there last night. I found this file folder, and when I picked it up, I thought, oh, Belinda wants some file folders for her challenge, so maybe I can alter this and send this to her. Well, it is twice the size that she was asking for. So once I got it home, I decided, well, that's just a little bit too far off of what she was requesting. So I have made, or started making, and I'll give you a little sneak peek at it. I have started making her a file folder. This is it so far. It has a pocket on each side of the outside, and then it has 5 slots inside. And I'm not done with this yet. I'm still working on it, but that will be for her challenge. And I think that that is it for today. So everybody be crafty. I'm going to go off and do the same thing myself. Have a wonderful day, and we will talk to you later.